Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Oh, she's such a good girl. Eddie. Hey, welcome back to our channel. It's Tiara here, and today we're doing part 2 of our intro to the pack video, and we're going to talk about Abby! Are you excited? You're never excited about anything. So this is Abinator. She is really fluffy right now because I let her hair grow out during the winter, and I'm not fully convinced that it's not going to get cold again yet, so I haven't cut her hair yet, but it will happen soon, and she'll be all tiny and small and not big and fluffy now. But anyway, she is the oldest of the pack, so today I'm going to do a little introduction to her, tell you how she came about in my life, give you a little story about her, and show you lots of pictures of her because she is pretty cute in all her fluffiness. He's next week. So, as I said, she's the oldest. She is, I have no idea what she is. She was a stray that came about my life about 11 years ago. She's getting really old. But I have no idea what she is. She has some personality characteristics of like a terrier, so I just call her a terrier mix. That's what she is on all of her medical records. And that's what she has on all of her medical records, and I've just left it at that. But again, I have no idea what she actually is. She is, I speculate that she's probably kind of some kind of terrier poodle mix of some sort, which she has the characteristics of both those things, so that's what I tell people. But if you have a dog who looks like this, maybe a little better well kept, maybe more trimmed. If you have a dog who looks like her, or know someone who has a dog who looks like her, and have any suggestions on what you think her breed could be, I'm all ears because I would love to know. And one day, I do hope to DNA test her, so whenever I'm not a poor vet student anymore, I will do that and we will know for sure what she is. But until then, it's all just speculation. Anyway, so she was a stray. She came about my life. My freshman year, she came about my life. She came into my life my freshman year of high school, around July 4th, which obviously is a time that lots of dogs go missing. And so she showed up to my grandparents' front porch and just wouldn't leave. And I asked around the neighborhood, I posted ads, I did all kinds of things to try to find someone who owned her, and no one ever came forward, so I eventually just took her in, gave her water, gave her food, cleaned her up, and we kept her from there. So her name is Abby. My sister actually named her. We had, or have had, a couple of pets named after things relative to the Beatles, and so Abby is named after Abbey Road because we are both huge Beatles fans. We also had a dog named Jude at the time, so that's how she got her name. She is getting quite old, which I don't even want to think about because I love her so much, but she's probably pushing about 11. Again, I don't have an exact age on her because she was a stray, so I have no idea how old she actually is, but I speculate that's how old she is just because she's actually been in my life for at least 10 years, almost 11, and I speculate based on her puppy photos that she was not quite full grown whenever I got her, just because her face was smaller, her snout was smaller, her ears were small, she was just smaller. So being a little small puppy, I just assumed that she was not quite full grown yet, so speculation. Anyway, she did get lost one time for about 3 weeks, which was awful and terrifying and really heartbreaking. I had only had her for like a week or so, and I said, you know, she came to my grandparents' house, but I didn't live with my grandparents, I lived with my mom, and we lived in an apartment at the time that had like a gate, but it had like bars on it, so there were big gaps between them, and she was small when I first got her, probably like 10 pounds or so, and so she weaseled out and ran off, and I posted all over the place. I rode my bike all over the place, trying to find her, and never did, and so that went on for a while, and I gave up hope and decided I was never going to see her again, and she was just gone. And then 3 weeks later, this woman gave me a call, and she was just like, hey, this is so-and-so, I work at this hair salon over by the mall, and we think we found your dog. And I was like, what? Like, she's been gone for 3 weeks, there's no way. And they were like, yeah, there's a dog who looks a lot like the one you posted, she's swimming around the lake behind the mall. So I got on my bike because, you know, I was in high school, like freshman, and couldn't drive yet. So I got on my bike and I rode over to the mall like a few blocks down the road. And sure enough, she was just having the time of her life, swimming around in the lake behind the mall. I have no idea what else she did for those 3 weeks, but that's what she was currently doing. And so I picked her up and brought her home and cleaned all the disgusting lake water off of her, and she has not left me since. She's very loyal now. She will not leave me for anything. She also is very protective, which is I attribute to the whole, like, she's probably part terrier. Reason being, like, if I'm sleeping or in any kind of vulnerable position, she will, like, full on eat someone's face off for me. She stands on top of my chest and she will, like, growl at people as I'm sleeping, including Kylie, which is not good, and we try to talk to her about it, but she just doesn't seem to listen. But she's definitely kind of, like, ran up on Kylie a couple times when Kylie has, like, gotten out of bed and then tried to come back into bed with me. So that's fun. But anyway, so she loves to just run around and pretend that she's, like, a major country dog. She likes to jump fences and run around a cotton field, and she's very hard to contain, but she does listen very well. She always comes back when I call her, and I've never had another issue with her running off aside from whenever she was a young pup. So that's Abby in a nutshell. I have to get back to studying now because I'm currently procrastinating, and I have 2 tests this week that I need to do decently well on, so I'm gonna go do that instead of continuing to make videos and procrastinating. But Kylie is working on editing a video we shot together right now, and we also have another video we're going to shoot soon, a long distance date that's going to be coming up, so those will be coming into the near future, but for now we're just doing these short videos to introduce you to our favorite furry kids. Alright, that's all I've got for now. See you later.